A Ladson man facing an attempted murder charge after North Charleston police say he crashed into another vehicle Friday morning intentionally. 22-year-old Joseph Gordon Jr. is charged with trafficking fentanyl, possession of a weapon during a violent crime, and driving under suspension, according to jail records. Officers say they found Gordon at the scene of the crash on International Boulevard, where he told them that he caused the crash on purpose, hoping to kill the people in the other car. He was reportedly acting erratically, and officers eventually found tablets that field tested positive for MDMA and fentanyl in his vehicle, along with marijuana, a gun, and 2 magazines. He was booked into the Charleston County Jail.